This is the story of Chris Watts, Shanann Watts, and their two beautiful daughters, Cece and Bella. This story is proof that we never know who we are sleeping in the bed with at night. In the case of Chris and Shanann Watts, Shanann was married to a monster. On the morning of August 13th, 2018, friends of Shanann realized she was not responding to texts or posting on social media. Shanann was a successful, driven businesswoman and mother that would do anything for her daughters. Shanann was in the top 1% for an inside sales and marketing company called Lavelle, which has been compared to a pyramid scheme. Shanann did very well selling vitamin-infused patches that promote health and wellness called Thrive. Shanann's husband, Chris, started taking Thrive and was able to lose close to 100 pounds. Little did Shanann know, Chris's newfound weight loss would eventually play a key part in her demise. Chris, on the other hand, was employed by Anadarko Petroleum Company, making around $60K a year. The two met on Facebook in 2013 while Shanann was fighting a terrible battle with lupus. The two later married in North Carolina. Chris's parents did not attend due to disdain for Shanann. In the following years, the two welcomed their daughters Bella, age 4, and Cece, 3, into the world. On August 13th, Shanann was expecting her third child, a boy she had already named Nico. When police arrived on the morning of August 13th, they found an empty home and no trace of Shanann or the kids. Chris Watts told police and neighbors that Shanann had gone away on a play date after a heated argument, but could not tell authorities where or with whom, which was strange because Shanann's car was still in the driveway. The next day, Chris Watts was called into investigation, and after 6 hours of interrogation, he confessed to having a torrid affair with one of his co-workers, Nicole Kessinger, and eventually confessed to murdering his pregnant wife and two daughters and disposing of their bodies in an oil tank that was located an hour away from the Watts house at Chris Watts' work site, Survey 319. It was also later revealed by Chris in an FBI interview that he smothered the girls with their blankets from their beds and dumped them each in individual 8-inch tanks. This detail is particularly disturbing because autopsy reports show that the girls had to be physically stuffed through the hatches of the oil tanks. As for his pregnant wife, Chris then digs a shallow grave and leaves Shanann face down in the dirt and continues about his work as usual. These acts are so horrible and senseless, it is difficult to fathom what drove Chris to such drastic measures. Some have speculated his affair with coworker Nicole Kessinger was a huge motivating factor in the murders. In June of 2018, just 2 months before the murders, Chris began a sexual relationship with Kessinger. A few weeks later, on June 27th, Shanann and their two daughters leave for a family vacation in North Carolina for 6 weeks. Chris had to work and was set to join them later on in July for a few days. During these 6 weeks away, Chris got more and more invested in his relationship with side chick Nicole Kessinger. Spending every day together and taking secret trips while Chris's family is away led to feelings getting deeper, and Nicole began pressuring Chris to leave his wife Shanann and be with her. There is much speculation if Nicole had a part in the murders, but to this day there have been no charges brought against Chris Watts' mistress. Another motivating factor may have been the rift in the relationship between Shanann and her mother-in-law Cindy Watts. As mentioned previously, Chris's family did not attend their wedding, so things started rough and only became worse when the girls were born. Chris's mom has opened up in interviews saying she did not like the way Shanann treated her son, saying things like, "We forgive you, we knew what she was like." This vile woman, I'm sure, played an integral part in creating the monster that was Chris Watts. During their 6 weeks in North Carolina during a children's birthday party, the Watts' daughter Cece, who has a severe tree nut allergy, was exposed to ice cream that contained nuts. Shanann was infuriated by her mother-in-law's blatant disregard for their child's allergy. Shanann immediately texted Chris in Colorado and demanded he speak with his parents about endangering their daughter. She quote-unquote told Chris to grab his balls and protect his family. I believe Chris, this was the final straw. He had always been more of a follower than a leader in their relationship, and it caused him to feel like he was not in control. After the Nutgate incident, Shanann told Chris his parents are no longer welcome in their
nothing
home,
excuses
causing further
murder,
the Watts family finances also played a role in why Chris felt this was his only option. Although it appeared the Watts family was living the American dream from the outside, in reality their $2,700 a month rent, plus childcare for the girls, adding $600 a week on top of that. Shanann had lupus and a slew of other medical conditions, as well as the girls. This only leads to more financial strain, and on top of all of this, Shanann was pregnant. It was later revealed that in the days leading up to the murder, Shanann and Chris exchanged text messages expressing how Chris did not want the third baby and was happy with just Bella and Cece. It was also later revealed in an FBI interview with Chris that he had drugged Shanann just weeks before the murders with high doses of oxycodone to force her to miscarry this child. What a monster. All in all, there will never be a clear reason why Chris Watts did what he did. He had a beautiful wife, loving daughters, and a job he loved. Why couldn't Chris just get a divorce? Some feel we will never get answers to this haunting case, but as for Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Nico, they did not deserve this terrific fate. Chris Watts was sentenced to 5 consecutive life sentences for his crimes. However, no amount of jail time will be able to rectify the hurt and pain he has caused with his selfless actions. Let this story be a cautionary tale to all to be careful who we trust, and that things are never what they seem.
Thank you again so much for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I will be keeping up with all of the details on this case and what Chris Watts has been up to these days, as well as if any new information develops regarding this case.